Look, man, y'all know I like to say some foul things from time to time, so just be cautious. What it do, Diesel Power Gamers? This your boy Diesel here with a new video. And in this video, I want to actually talk to you guys about the best times to actually play Warzone. Now, hear me out on this one before you guys leave this video. Just hear me out just for a second. Now, as you guys know, I've been putting out videos lately. The last two that I actually put out hadn't really been getting the hits that I wanted to get, and that's cool. I'm still satisfied that you guys are even finding any type of good enjoyment out of the videos that I'm putting out. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you guys. All right, I really appreciate y'all. But I want to talk to you guys basically about the best timing in Warzone, the best time to actually play. Now, this gameplay that you guys see, I'm not really, getting it in or nothing like that. I'm just really trying to get some good content for this particular video. I'm actually hoping to run into a sweaty team, and you guys will see who I run into in this game as it keeps going. This was around 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning. Really, I usually get up around 6. If I ain't got to work, I'm usually up around 6 o'clock. So I'm an early bird regardless, still need my sleep. I still like my sleep. I usually sleep early nights, but I get up early morning though. So, and when I say early nights, I'm talking like between 10 and 11. If I'm up a lot longer than that, then it just means that my day is just a little bit more exciting than, my usual days. But anyway, back to the best times to play. Now, there are a lot of videos out there on YouTube that actually talk about the best time to play, and it seems like a lot of the videos that I've came across in the past, they pretty much were talking about, playing in the morning time. And in the morning time, they got, these lobbies to where they're a lot easier because all the sweats are off, and you're going to really catch you some good bot lobbies early in the morning. Now, I'm here, this is about 7 or so in the morning, and I'm going to be honest with you. To my experience, uh those lobbies, I don't run into lobbies like that early in the morning. Usually when I'm in lobbies early in the morning, the lobbies tend to be a lot sweatier than usual, and I actually have a good explanation about that. I actually have a pretty good explanation why the lobbies are probably more sweatier in the early morning than it is going into the afternoon and nighttime. And that's just volume. It's the volume of players that's playing. Not a lot of players are playing Call of Duty at between 1 to 7 in the morning, because a lot of people, let's be honest, especially during school time, you got people that work 9 to 5s, so people got to get their rest before they even think about going to work. So from my experience, the better lobbies for me are usually around the time I get off work. And I get off work at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon is when I'm usually off work. And I would figure the lobbies are starting to get a little bit more packed. More players are starting to play probably between the hours of 10. Not as many, but 10 o'clock is when it starts to grow. And I'd say by like 2, 3 o'clock, it's pretty packed. Now, I did put up a graph in this video, and you guys will see this graph. Read it yourself. It says between 7 to 7 p.m. to 1, the lobbies are usually extremely busy. So there are a lot of people. And as you see, also on that graph, it showed the VPN, because I'm actually going to do a whole thing on these VPNs. I'm going to do a whole rundown on them. So that's why that part is right there, because I actually want to do a rundown on those VPNs. But back to the timing, like I said, they said that the usual busy time is between 7 p.m. to 1 p.m. And I'm going to be honest with you. Usually around those times, the lobbies are so packed, right, that SBMM, skill-based matchmaking, it usually starts to kick in then. That's when the skill-based matchmaking really kicks in, because there's a lot more players that they can actually put you with. Now, in the morning time, it's a lot different. In the early morning, yes, a lot of the sweats are off, but a lot of the bots, a lot of the, you know what, I'm not even going to call them bots anymore. I'm going to call them inexperienced players. A lot of the inexperienced players are not online neither, because like I said, we have to live our regular lives. We have a regular life to live, and living a regular life, it's, responsibilities comes with that, as far as whether you're a mother or a father, or if you have school, or if you have work. You have to get your rest, and it's very, very important to get your rest. So in the morning time, early morning, yeah, you're going to, yeah, there might be a few people playing, but majority of those players, to be honest with you, there's a lot of them that are inexperienced, but there are also a lot of them that are very, very skilled. Like I said, this is around 7 in the morning, and as you can see, this player right here is a very, very experienced player. He's considered a sweat. Me personally, I consider this type of player a actual demon. He's already at 22 kills. Now he's at 23 kills, and his numbers just flew up. And no, he wasn't hacking. No, he wasn't cheating. He just happened to get into one of these great lobbies that they can just dominate. And like I said, that's why, you can debunk the whole morning time for the bot lobbies. It's just not going to happen, because now that people are, now they're accustomed to it. Now that they know, oh, the bots are going to be playing early in the morning. Well, let me get on early in the morning. What you think the sweats are going to do? They're going to get on early in the morning, and there's not going to be too many servers up, because there's not too many people even playing. So I would guess, if I was to guess this guy's KD, I would say this guy's KD is maybe about a 3 point, possibly a 4. Because he's a really, really great, really, really good player. And he's not the only one. He has 3 other players that they're also cooking as well. I even scrolled through to see these guys and their kills. And those guys' kills were, they were up in the teens and in the 20s. But this player right here, he mostly caught my attention, which is the reason why I stayed on him majority of the spectate. So yeah, you cannot really listen to everyone's experience, because everyone's experience is going to be a different experience. Like I said, I might be telling you, yeah, my experience, no, I'm not getting the easiest lobbies in the morning time. The easiest lobbies to me and personally would be around this time, around, what time is it? 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. This is usually around the time the lobbies become a lot more easier for me, because then the volume starts to grow, and there are more servers being used. People are getting into more servers. You only have a few servers early in the morning, because there's only so many people playing. And like I said, now that the sweats know that inexperienced players are playing early in the morning, then guess what? They're going to get into these. And let's go back to the VPN talk. You got to remember, we're on several different time zones in this world. There's several different time zones in this world. Me living in America, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So there's Eastern Standard Time, there's Central, there's Mountain, and then there's Pacific. And the thing about it is that these time zones are what's going to make the game a more interesting experience for you when it comes to the VPN. That's only if it actually works. Because you got to think about it. They say, overseas, I would say around Africa, I'd say maybe they're 6-8 hours ahead of us, possibly. So right now, it's pretty much getting dark over there. They're getting ready to lay it down. So a lot of the sweats that are, and rather if they're in Africa or some parts of Europe, they're getting ready to call it a night. And a lot of those guys are getting ready to get off the game. But who's to say that you can get a VPN that can even reach out that far? Because like I said, my experience with VPNs, I could never play in an overseas lobby. And to be honest with you, it kind of sucked, because it would have been pretty dope to not only get the easier lobbies, but to also play with people who were in a whole different country, speaking of, like, just imagine you're in a lobby and you type something in the chat, and then all these other they start typing, and then you see these different language of words, you know. And I see it in American servers all the time, but that's only because they have a way of making it over to the American servers. And like I said, who wants to play in the most sweatiest servers in the world? American servers are the most sweatiest servers in the world. You know, and like I said, I spoke about a YouTuber or YouTubers that actually have VPNs. They actually stream showing the VPN because they don't like playing in their country for the simple fact not too many people have a mic. Not too many people are talking on a mic in their country. In America, majority everybody is conversating on a mic because a lot of players, especially experienced players, they're not going to play with you if you don't have a mic. If you do not have some type of communication with these players, they will not play with you. They won't even give you they won't even give you a chance. I can remember at one time my mic not working and they didn't even buy me back. They knew that I was playing. They knew I was pinging things, but like, we ain't about to buy you back. You ain't got a mic. So, you know, I can understand people overseas wanting to be in American service for the simple fact there's more communication. There's more people talking. There's more people that are, you know, they're taking it a lot more serious than people overseas. So, you know, and I understand that. But yeah, for my experience, playing in the morning time, it's just not the best experience for me. And that's just me. Like I said, it might work differently for everyone else, but for me, playing in the daytime, like early morning, I'm talking between the hours of, like, I'd say maybe 3 and say 8 o'clock. You know, it's not too many people playing. So for them to put you in the matches with players that you belong in, it has to be more people playing. It has to be more volume. It has to be more, you know, guys online. If it's not that many people online, you're going to be playing against the same people over and over and over because there are not too many servers open. And that's just my take on it. That's, you know, you guys can take it how you want to take it. You know, some of y'all might agree with me. Some of you might disagree with me. It just depends on who you are as a player. Like I said, I'm no longer a competitive player. Now, will I become competitive during Rebirth? Maybe. Will I become competitive if they bring back Verdansk? Maybe. It just really depends on how I feel and where I'm at in video games at the time. So, for those of y'all who are looking for these early morning bot lobbies, just be aware that you possibly might not get those lobbies, because now that all the sweats know that the inexperienced players play early in the morning, they're going to be on early in the morning with you. So just keep that in mind. All right. And, you know, like I said, I play the afternoons going into the night. I'm good. There are more lobbies. There are more times that the skill-based matchmaking actually will work for you the way it's supposed to work. But yo, man, that's all I have for this video. For those of y'all who subscribed, I appreciate it. For those of y'all who's been Diesel Power Gamers, I appreciate you as well. Stay Diesel ready. Power up.